How do you feel as a leader when people are tired of your leadership and you still continue to want to lead them? Salute squatters. Welcome back to the Squatter Camp podcast. Thank you for watching my content. Thank you for engaging with me. Thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you to the returning viewers. Thank you to the people who bumped into my videos on YouTube. As Africa, we are facing the same struggle of leaders who don't know how to lead and they still want to force themselves onto people. This is not going to work. It happened with the late Robert Mugabe. Now I want us to discuss Zimbabwe politics, by the way. I'm based in South Africa and we have our own problems. And I will run this episode concurrently, Zimbabwean politics versus South African politics. Because why? We are facing the same monster. Zimbabwe is being terrorized by a political party called ZANU-PF. South Africa is being terrorized by a political party called the ANC. Now, let's zoom closer to this. Emerson Mnangagwa came in as a president after a military coup in 2017, whereby Robert Mugabe was kicked out. Him also, when he came in, the crocodile did the same thing. He continued to oppress the people. He continued to violate their rights. He continued to maintain that leadership, autocratic leadership. You know, when you are a leader and you are in charge of taking people to the promised land, you must open these things. You see these things, you must open your ears, you must listen, you must never feel like you are bigger than the people who put you there. The most powerful people are the ones who put you there. It is over with Emerson Mnangagwa. ED, you are done, you are a history. What Emerson Mnangagwa wants to do is to push himself through beyond 2030 as president. Is that not autocratic leadership? Is that not greed? I don't know what is happening with African leaders. African leaders don't have a vision. They are arrogant, they are stubborn, and they are self-serving, and they are self-centered. The most important people, it's them. Now, we're talking about Zimbabwe. They are facing the same problem. That is why I was making a call to say, Zimbabweans, it's your chance. Tomorrow, the 31st, go there and protest and remove this man. By the way, don't just remove this man. Remove ZANU-PF. In 2017, we were celebrating when you removed Robert Mugabe and put this crocodile. And now, ED has proven beyond reasonable doubts that ZANU-PF, the whole ZANU-PF is rotten. Take it out, kick it out. Zimbabwe needs a regime change. Promise, the spokesperson for coalition for citizens coalition for change, CCC, of which the party leader is Nelson Chamisa, has confirmed that tomorrow it is a protest. They are actually boycotting everything. I am saying, sitting here in South Africa, in Gauteng, Johannesburg, I am saying they must carry on until Emerson Mnangagwa is no longer a president, until ZANU-PF is just out. Even if they can have elections next week, that's fine. Let them remove that rotten party. You know, these liberation movements, in a long run, they become very problematic. They become arrogant. They think they own people. That is the problem. If you can look at South Africa, we had Nelson Mandela, who took one term. We had Thabo Mbeki, who came and took 2 terms. And by the way, on the second term, he wanted to push it further. That is a sign of greed. And then as a leader, when you are pushed out, you are forced to resign, we will never remember you, Shell. You are useless. You are part of the garbage. We will never remember you. As a leader, you need to receive a signal. When people don't want you anymore, you should be able to say, okay, gentlemen, let's do this. Let's resolve this this way. I will finish my term and then I will leave. That's it. So Thabo Mbeki was pushed. He was humiliated because of his greedy. He wanted more. What kind of a leader are you? Jacob Zuma also came. He did exactly the same. What his predecessor did. He did exactly the same. You know how dumb it is. You pushed someone who didn't want to move. You come and you do exactly that. He also wanted third term. Third term. After third term, what's going to happen? And when you look at these leaders, exactly what they have done, they've done nothing. They've done absolutely nothing. That is why we say in South Africa, as the youth of this country, we are going to change it. That one is guaranteed. The ANC must never think they own us. They don't own us, and we are going to change it. Either way, what kind of regime, I don't care. But we are going to have a regime change in South Africa. I want the ANC out, completely out. I want this rotten political party to be in a dustbin of history. It's rotten, it's useless, it never did anything for black South Africans, and it's anti-black, and it's a party that belongs to middle-class citizens who think they are better than their voters. So, Zimbabwe and South Africa, we are facing the same struggle. The cowards are here in our country, roaming the streets, robbing people, instead of fixing their country. People who are in Zimbabwe are pushing this struggle. I am telling you that the fact that you can send your police and military, it's over with Emerson Mnangagwa. They don't want anything to do with him. Even for him to remove the chief commander of the defense, you know, those are the signals that he's receiving that his time is over. And if you are pushed like that as a leader, you know, as a leader, you should be willing to say, if the situation is tense, if there's about to you know, people are campaigning for a revolution against you, just voluntarily said, okay, let me resign. Let me resign and put someone. So he wants to leave his friend there or take a term which will extend up to 2030. Imagine we are on 2025 now. 2030 and beyond. So you want to leave that, I don't know, you want to die on that chair. You want to just die on that chair. That's kind of leadership we are seeing in Africa. A good example is Burkina Faso, the youngest president who's doing exceptionally well. He doesn't make any sense, any noise. He's not making a lot of noise. He's working. He's working. Ibrahim is working. Commander Traore is doing an exceptional work, and he's setting an example to these dumb politicians who think they own people, who think when they are even here in South Africa, we've got the same problem with Cyril. Cyril Ramaphosa thinks he owns everything. He's just flourishing there. He's comfortable. He doesn't care. Borders, we've got porous borders. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything. This arrangement between them and DA, the GNU, I don't understand. Why would a liberation movement sell us to Democratic Alliance? I don't understand. At least if they invited EFF or even MK, at least things could have been better. But for them to sell us to Democratic Alliance, it's a sign that we are still stuck in coloniality. You know, our psychology is still stuck that white people are the most capable people than black people. That is why If you talk about Cyril, it's worse. Cyril likes white people more than black people. He likes white people. He thinks white people, in fact, when he looks at himself, I think he thinks he's white. We've got a serious problem of leaders who are very greedy and want everything for themselves. What about your citizens? So I'm saying Zimbabweans must never give up. They must fight this war. And if they need our help, this is what we are doing now, to campaign against the ZANU-PF. I don't care what comes into power, which political party after ZANU-PF, but at least ZANU-PF must just leave. They've overstayed. They've overstayed since 1980 when they gained independence until now. The same as ANC. They still continue, but we don't want them. They know that the black South Africans don't want ANC. They want nothing to do with this ANC. They know that people are tired. Now, as a leader, if you are the leader of the people and you know that your people have had enough, how do you feel? How do you feel when you know that your own people have disowned you? They've had enough of you. You can't even walk in a township alone. You can't. Because you're scared that someone can just attack you and say, I'm unemployed because of you. That is why we are saying these cowards who are in South Africa, they must go back to their country and fix their problems there. They must stop being cheap laborers here, man. What was your dream when you were growing up? To be a cheap laborer? Is that what you were dreaming about? No. No. You deserve better. You deserve the best. So always fight for the best. Always tackle serious issues. You are going to leave a legacy for your kids. This is your opportunity. Support any political party that will push, or any movement that will push ZANU-PF out of power completely. Those people have been stealing from you for the longest time. Are you not tired? Don't desert your country and decide to relocate to another country to be a second-class citizen. You are not even a second-class citizen here. You are treated as a foreigner, complete foreigner. You don't have rights. You don't have nothing. You can't go to labor when your employer didn't pay you. You decide to stand on the door, so maybe they decide to pay you. You are treated like subhuman here in South Africa. Is that what you enjoy? And when you go there during the festive in December, you say you are in Hollywood, in the US. You mean here in South Africa, where you work as cheap laborers. You earn nothing, peanuts, nothing. You earn next to nothing. They just thank you. Let me give you 2,000 a month. The companies are running away from complying with the Labor Relations Act and the Department of Labor laws and everything by employing illegal immigrants, so that they say South Africans are complaining, South Africans are lazy. No, they are not lazy. They are not complaining. They know their rights. They know their rights. They abuse South Africans. Now they don't want to hire South Africans anymore, so that they spark anger between us. And you, cowards, if you continue to allow these people to use you as cheap laborers, you will expect this xenophobic. It will multiply. It will pop up like popcorns. There and there will be xenophobic. Because why? People, when black South Africans get frustrated, they demonstrate on you. It's so sad. Because why? Our political leaders, they have turned us into enemies. They have turned us into enemies. But my advice, Zimbabweans who are in South Africa, go back home and fix your country. No one will fix it on your behalf. No one. So go back and fix your country and demonstrate 31st tomorrow. Demonstrate, show your support. And don't just tweet when you are here, sitting here comfortable with your employer's Wi-Fi. You tweet here, you tweet nonsense here. No. Go there physically. Go there. Just commit yourself to say, I'm going back to my country. I'm going to fight for how beautiful it is to fight for your country. We as the youth of South Africa, we are going to fight for this country. I'm telling you. If we have to go to the ground, if we have to go for any training, we can go to train for this country, to defend our democracy that we fought for. We fought against the apartheid government. We will fight this ANC. It will be out. It will be history. We are tired of ANC. We are tired of Cyril Ramaphosa. We are tired of all the leaders. Useless. The ministers, all of them are rotten. We are tired of them. We need a complete regime change in South Africa. On the next election, 2029, I want to see ANC at 20% or even less. They must learn a lesson, these people. They have been undermining us for the longest time. And they are the house Negroes. They enjoy eating crumbs, the leftovers. To us, they look richer. But they are poor, these people. That's why they were given bribe packs and, all of that. They are poor. They are poor. The Guatemaltecan is having some private company just to install cameras so that he can give them tenders. They are cheap. They are stranded. They are broke. To us, they look richer, but they are broke, those people. So they must be out. They don't know what they are doing. They've been there for the longest time. They must just be out. I'm saying I stand with the Zimbabweans. They must remove Emerson Mnangagwa. They must remove ZANU-PF. There must be a regime change there. If there's any revolution that should be there, it is now or never. It is now. Go and fight for your country. You deserve better, Zimbabweans. You don't deserve to be here, to be robbing people, then the next thing you get shot. You die like a dog. No, you deserve better. Go and fight for your country. Thank you, squatters. Thank you for watching my content. Let's continue with the engagement. This is so worrisome, but I'm hoping the message will reach the people of Zimbabwe. Ciao.